Mark Harley did an interview with the MMA holes. I suggest you go check it out. The whole thing was incredible. But I'm going to play this part in which he admits he had to DM chicks for Brendan Schaub. So let's see the detailed process of this, and then I'll give you my thoughts on it. But wow, this has been an incredible month in the Bappa universe. Let's see what Mark Harley had to say.
I do want to talk about, because it is all over the place, these baddies. So were you the guy? So you were the guy that wrangled the baddies? Were you the dude?
Yeah. Well, see, I'll be very specific here. I was relaying messages back and forth. So these messages would come at like all hours of the day. Like, that's one of the more exhausting parts of the job, and kind of why I was offended when Brendan would be like, oh, Mark's like not working hard enough. It's like, dude, I'm on call for you 24/7 doing the stupidest shit, like, while also like editing and doing Photoshop and doing like creative work. Or like, you're like, hey, you're not like, you're on your phone too much. He used to say that to me, and that's like one of these criticisms. It's like, I'm on my phone too much. Or he's like, oh, you came in late, like that was one of the things he said to you. And I'm like, name one time I came in late. Like, you mean when I wake up and I'm editing at 8 a.m. and like fielding your like social media, check my DMs request. So, and then I come into the office at 11, but I've already been working for 3 or 4 hours. It's very exhausting because it's such an inefficient use of anyone's time. And I think the only reason that he had somebody else do this was plausible deniability to his wife that, how could I be cheating on Instagram? I don't even have it on my phone, and so I forget when it started, but it was like, I started to realize, like, he asked more directly, but he'd always ask about DMs. He'd be like, any DMs, any DMs, any DMs? And like, at first it was just that, but how socials kind of mean, it's like, I'd be like, oh, here's the screenshots of how the posts are performing. And then he'd follow up. It's like, well, that's not what I want. Like, so he wouldn't be specific. He'd be like, how's socials? But that really means, how's DMs? And that really means, are there any hot chicks in my inbox messaging me who might live in the area that I want to go do comedy in this weekend? So it's really, because it's like, then it's like, what do you want me to say? Then I get this and screenshot and send it back to you. It's like the stupidest.
we know that the cat's out of the bag, right?
Did I post them publicly? No, I didn't. Have I had extended conversations with people where, after I've heard that Brendan Schaub is calling me a wife beater drug addict, and that's why he had to fire me, and it wasn't just because I didn't text him back for a few hours, while I was editing reels, which is the actual truth. Do I owe this man any loyalty? He's tried to destroy my reputation behind my back covertly, so he doesn't have any he has plausible deniability for it. But let me just I don't know. You want to hear a voicemail of this person saying this?
Yes, I would like to hear that. And who is this person you're talking of?
It's one of his side pieces.
Okay. So, this is going to be interesting. Ladies and gentlemen, if you jumping in, this is Mark. Hello, Mark Harley. We got a voicemail coming in.
Mark. Okay, so Brendan and I have been talking. He's been nice, acting normal. Told me that he had to fire you due to drug abuse and domestic violence. I acknowledge that, but I just wanted to let you know that's what he's telling people. This is me when I'm drunk. This is me when I said fuck around and find out. So, what the fuck? That's not a good look for you. Talk to me. Do not talk to him. Please talk to me. This is your legal advocate. Although I'm not allowed to give legal advice. It's against the law. But talk to me now. Quick.
There's more to it.
I want my dog in the background. He's a puppy and he's running around back and forth and chewing a toy. But, dude, yeah. I feel like if I sent you a screenshot, that would, incriminate me. But saying you're the crazy one, and he had to fire you because you were abusive to your wife, and you have a drug addiction. I can't even. I feel bad being in the middle because I work in the law industry, so I know, like, this is fucking sketchy shit, but you're entitled to knowing what's being said about you, and so is he. But you are doing everything right. You're going on platforms and, just like you said, explaining your experiences, which is great. But he is just throwing out, like, I don't know what to call it. Yeah, he's saying that you were abusive to your wife, you have a drug problem, that all these things. I'll talk to you soon.
Wow.
And then it was verified by another one of his side pieces, who he claims all these girls are the only ones that he talks to and, he's going to leave his wife for. Turns out that's not the case. So when I told him that, and he goes, I'm like, yeah, I hate to break it to you, sweetie, but he's fucking everybody.
Okay, so this went from 0 to 100 real quick. So that side piece that Mark Harley played the voicemail of works in the law industry. Is that what he meant by he has friends in dark places? He has side pieces in dark places? How hilarious would it be if he's banging someone who works at that law firm that he's using to sue me? That would be hilarious. But, okay, so the dude is just getting exposed fully for cheating on his wife by Mark Harley. Mark Harley admitted that apparently one of his job aspects was he had to DM these chicks for Brendan. So, Brendan couldn't get caught by his wife on the phone doing it. Which, a lot of people try to say, like, Brendan Schaub's wife is completely okay with him cheating. Well, if she was, he wouldn't have to go to those lengths to do it. Yeah, this is just very hilarious to me. The saga continues. What an amazing saga this has been. I mean, we all knew Schaub cheated on his wife, but, seeing the Addies and baddies thing, of course, he does it in the corniest, dumbest way possible. He just Brendan Schaubed it up. You can't just meet chicks and bang them. You have to have a whole little operation going and other people involved and stuff. And I like how Mark Harley said right there, he tells these chicks, by the way, that he's going to leave his wife for them. Oh, boy. Nah, I don't see. The last thing I think Papa's dad bank account can handle is a divorce. That's the last thing. And so, yeah, this is incredible. Let me know your thoughts in the comments.